Siris, our cute goldfishy, is one of the best 4-star characters to invest in because she's a great universal support and sub DPS. As she's a shotgun character, she can dish out a lot of damage and is amazing at breaking paths. Her ability to give shields to allies makes her extremely useful in Jotun Tunnel and difficult bosses in Neural Simulation. She's a very good character to invest in general, unless you only care about DPS. Then you should only invest in her for teams where she helps you dish out more damage, since shields are not necessary for players who can dodge skillfully. She's SS tier for patch 1.1 and I recommend investing in her if you really want a barrier support or a shotgun sub DPS. For her manifestations, her M2 is quite useful for the aptitude, but it's not very consistent. Her M3 is a good stopping point for farming her shards since it buffs her support skill shield. Her M5 is very useful, but it would take a long time to farm the shards to unlock it, and you can increase the uptime of the support skill shield to be up most of the time by getting skill haste and S energy recovery substats on your logistics. Let's go over her skills now. Her standard skill is very good for breaking shields with her neural skills unlocked, and the Reborn Eye reload mechanic is very useful as well. It turns her into a decent DPS since she uses a shotgun. Her support skill gives a massive shield with her neural skills unlocked, which is the main highlight of her kit. It can tank a lot of damage once you've invested enough in her. Though it is a little bit useless against AoE skills of enemies like knee-type mech missiles. Her ultimate skill provides a huge dome shield, which is very useful to rely on if you're having skill issues with any bosses. Especially for mobile players, it could help you out a lot in certain Jotun Tunnel stages. Keep in mind that her support skill does not count as a shield according to the game mechanics. Only her ultimate skill benefits from shield construction and Kaufman logistic set effect. The main build for her is the support build where you spam her support skill for barriers. The only logistic set that she can use for this build is Shinye, since none of the other logistics really suit her kit. Though it's a decent logistic set for this build as it increases the U energy recovery of the entire squad, and if you end up using her ultimate for the dome shield, you will get 20% U energy refunded as well. Now let's talk about the optimal substats. For the first two substats, you definitely want skill haste. But for the second substat, you can choose between S energy recovery or U energy recovery. You generally want to go for S energy recovery to spam her barriers, but if you're actively using her as a sub DPS for path breaking, then it's fine to go for U energy recovery as well. The third substat should be shield construction efficiency to improve your ultimate, and you can also go for kinetic damage if you don't intend to use her ultimate at all and only use her as a kinetic shotgun sub DPS. For her weapons, the best option is the 4-star Lapis Lazuli as it gives a big attack buff to the active operative when you use her support skill. The alternative is to use 4-star Precious Baby if you want to improve her ultimate skill shield, but otherwise you can just use tier 5 3-star Knock Knock as well. For the Neuronics, you want to prioritize her support skills, so you want to unlock the 4th cluster first, then the 3rd one, then for the ultimate, you unlock the 6th, and then the 5th one. It's unlikely that you will use her standard skill a lot, but if you do use her as a sub DPS, then you unlock the 1st and then the 2nd cluster. For team building, she's a universal support and sub DPS, so she can fit in really any team. So she's the most useful in a team that has to stay in one place and needs barriers like snipers or when you need a path breaker sub DPS. And that's all for this guide. I hope you found this video useful and have a nice day.